Okay, so we're less than 30 seconds away from starting the Xbox Developer Direct here. Seeing a lot of sketches for Doom: The Dark Ages. I'm wondering how much of that we're going to be seeing here. Okay, about 10 seconds away. Okay, so let's see what they're going to show off for this one. Please show the Oblivion remake. Please. All games you're about to see are in development and do not represent final products. Yeah, that's usually kind of the case. All games are available on day one with Game Pass. That's even better. Okay, so. Okay, can we... Okay, thank you. Enjoy the show. I hope I will. Okay. Okay. I assume that's the rating. These are just the ratings for the showcase itself and not necessarily the kicker. I assume that's the case because of all these different ratings. Oh, is this, was that id Software we just saw? 4 games. Yeah. For studios. I will say, a lot of these are very well shot and all that stuff. That's usually the case with a lot of these developer directs. Okay, that was actually a really nice shot. I'm kind of a sucker for those top-down shots of staircases, especially in something like, for example, The Darkest Hour. Why was he juggling bowling pins? At least that's what it looked like to me. Okay, so we going to go ahead and start this sucker. Publishing. Wait, is this the one we're starting with? What the hell is this? So what they're publishing is from Team Ninja. That's what they're showing off. Okay, I've heard a lot about Team Ninja, but I can't say I'm super familiar with their resume.
今日は皆様にジム忍者が長く大切にしてきたアクションシリーズの新情報を発表できる機会をいただけてとても嬉しく思います。早速ですがこちらをご覧ください。
So this is about one of their flagship franchises. Okay, I'm game.
Several years ago, the Dark Dragon, youngest of the divine dragon gods, wreaked havoc across the world.
Whoa.
The plot was ultimately thwarted through the efforts of a sole ninja. However, the Dark Dragon's husk remained, and from this husk fell an endless downpour of cursed.
I do like the art direction so far.
Tokyo continues its struggle against chaos to this day.
I'm not gonna say anything yet, but this already is looking familiar.
Commencing mission.
Oh, and it's developed by It's co-developed by Platinum. Okay. I'm liking what they're putting down so far. Oh God, this. Okay, this actually looks pretty cool. I'm looking forward to this one, and like as is mentioned in the beginning, it'll be coming to Game Pass day one, so you know for a fact I'm gonna at the very least be trying it out. Oh, that looks so cool! Hack and slash, and it does look like it'll be incorporating some Souls-like style dodging and blocking and parrying and all that stuff, which I'm all for that in all honesty. Oh my God, this looks so cool!
Ryu Hayabusa.
Oh yeah, I thought that's what it was. It's a new Ninja Gaiden game. I've never played any of the Ninja Gaiden games for that matter. I haven't even played the other ones, which are also available on Game Pass. I think this might be a good starting
So
point.
you've come, Raven.
Fuck off, Hayabusa. I will execute my mission.
Oh, I bet. It would certainly explain a lot of the Souls-like parallels that I was making.
世界中の町人の皆さん、10年以上大変お待たせしました。最強の忍者となり、容赦なく
so this
襲い
one
来る
was
敵に挑む
over
ハイスピードアクショ
10 years in
ン、
the
忍者ガイデ
making.
ンのナンバリング最新作として、
That could either be a
忍者ガイデン4
really
を
good
発表
thing
させていた
or
だきました。
ultimately setting us up
本
for
作はプラチナ
disappointment.
ゲームズさんとの協業で開発を進めています。
I really hope it's the former.
プラチナゲームズさんのアクションゲームというジャンルにおける実績は言うまでもなく、ベヨネッタやニアオートマタなど素晴らしいアクションタイトルを生み出してこられました。
So we can at the very least
忍者ガイ
expect
デン
this
4
to
とい
be
うタイトル
Platinum
を10
Games'
年以上の時を超え
aging.
て新たに皆様にお届けするにあたり、より多くの方に新鮮な気持ちでプレイしていただけるよう、新たな世界を新主人公であるもう一人の町人ヤクモで冒険するという形で制作することにしました。
Like the
先
game,
ほどご
like
覧
I
いただい
said,
た映像
looks
の中で
gorgeous.
リュウ・ハヤ
The
ブサも
art is
登場
great,
しておりましたが、
Um,
彼は今回も物語に密接に関わってきます。
and the
なぜヤクモと
fidelity
戦
is
うことになっ
nice.
たのか、リュウ・ハヤブサが戦う目的は何なのか、本作の物語の中で展開していきます。
任務は必ず成し遂げる。邪魔をするな。
I love how they
物語
showed the
は
brief
黒
moment
竜
of
が
him
もたら
saying
した
that
正
line
気
in
の雨によって
Japanese.
荒廃した首都東京が舞台となっています。この雨は
Yuji Naka
黒竜がまだ生きている証であり、雨が止まない限り東京に安寧は訪れません。
I'm sorry, I know I'm not saying much, but I have to read these to make sure that I'm following along.
今作の新主人公であり、ハヤブサと対をなすカラス一門に所属するヤクモが首都東京で黒竜
Well,
を
that would
倒し、
certainly
その
explain
世
why
界
we
を
saw
晴らすた
them
め
both
戦
fighting
い
at
に
the
身を
end
投
of the
じます。
trailer.
これまで忍者ガイ
We
デ
are
ンシリーズ
preserving
で
the
描かれ
dark,
てきた
hardcore
ダー
atmosphere
クで
of
ハードな
the
世界
series.
観は継
Yeah,
承
I
し
got that.
そこにさらに危機を感じさせる要素として呪いやより混沌とした景観のデザインを取り入れています。ステージプレイ中に街が呪いの影響を受けビルは崩れ道は歪み
Coming to
ヤ
the
クモをピン
curse.
チに
That
陥れ
would
る
certainly
こと
explain all this
舞台となる東京
craziness
は
that's happening
とあ
on
る出来事
screen
によ
all
っ
at
て街
once.
全体が崩壊し魔族やヤクモと敵対する勢力がひしめき合う状態になっており
Of course,
環境
gotta have
全
the
体がプレイヤー
stealth
に牙を置くよう
takedowns.
に感じられるはずです。
This looks really
前作より
good. I'm not
立体
gonna
的
lie.
に自由度の増した
It may not have been what I
現実
was
的
expecting the
忍者
mystery
や
game to
シリ
be,
ーズおなじみの対峙
but I'm honestly
忍
okay
者ア
with
クションを
that.
駆使して乗り越えていくことになります。レールアクション、スイングアクションなどのダイナミックで爽快なシチュエーションを多く追加しました。
If this game ends up being as good as it looks, from my experiences, I might actually go back and play the other 3D
ステージ
Ninja
が進
Gaiden
むごとに
games
上が
that
って
are
いくテンシ
also
ョンに
on
も
Game Pass.
驚いていただけると思います。
Now we're
新
going
しい主人
deeper
公
into
の
the
ヤ
art
クモは
direction.
竜ハヤブサに次ぐ新たな町人です。彼にはまだ若さも残っていますが、
Of
カラ
that,
ス
I
一
could
門を背負
definitely
う
tell.
天才忍者でもあり、忍者ガイデンシリーズにおける忍者の頂点、竜と肩を並べる次世代の町人たり得る人物としてデザインしています。
Yeah, I do like the more futuristic take they're taking with
そん
the
なヤクモの前に立ちふさがるのは
art
荒れ
direction
果て
here
た
and
東京
even
の
the
治安維
classic
持組織で
design
あ
of
り、黒竜の
Ryu.
封印を守る竜神島や現世に蔓延する人の
That
流れ
that all looks really really cool.
そしてもちろんシリーズおなじみの魔人も登場します。また現時点では公開していませんが、新たなキャラクターやシリーズファンの方に喜んでいただける人物も登場しますので、
Which would be
続報に
nice
ご
if
期待ください。
if I knew much else about Ninja Gaiden
従
beyond
来のシ
Ryu
リーズからバ
Hayabusa,
トルスピ
but
ードをさらに加速
I
さ
really
せ
don't.
目にも止まらぬスピードで敵との攻防を繰り広げることができます。
Doesn't make me any less interested to try this out when it launches, but still.
さらにヤクモが使える新要素、結節忍術ヌエの型を駆使したダイナミックな攻撃によってこれまでから大きく進化した一対他の戦闘を可能にしました。ヌエの型ではこれまでの忍者ガイデンにはない広範囲かつ一撃必殺の攻撃となっており、多勢の
Again,
無
I
勢
do
の状態が
love what
長
they're
く続く
doing
戦
with the
況を
combat
一気に
here.
覆すことができます。 もちろん1対1の戦
It's
闘にお
definitely
ける秘
very
密も健在です
fast-paced hack and slash,
プレイヤー同
but
様
at
敵
the
も
same
ガー
time,
ドや
it
回避を
also
してくれるた
mixes
め
in some
緊張感のあるフェア
uh,
な戦闘を味わう
Souls
ことができます
Souls-like combat.
敵の動きをしっかりと捉えながら一瞬の隙を逃さずに攻撃を仕掛けていくことが重要ですヌエの方によって忍者ガイデンのアクションの味わいにさらなる進化を感じられるかと思います
I do love the finishers
特にアクションに関
there.
し
They
て
look
は
really
手触
nice.
りバランス
Very
調整など
stylized.
細部にわたり日々議論させていただき会社の垣根を越えた密なやり取りをさせていただいています本作の主人公であるヤクモは竜とは一味違うアクションを有していますがその中でもしっかりと忍者ガイデンらしさを感じていただけると思います例えばカラス、ヌエ
Yeah, that's always kind of a challenge when it comes to newer entries in a long-running franchise. Doing something that's different, but still feels familiar for especially
熱
long-time
脚、絶
fans.
技などを絡めた抑揚あるスピーディーな攻防などはもちろんヤクモでも健在です
ヤクモと竜ハヤブサはそれぞれがかなり異なる個性的な遊び心地になっていますのでさまざまな戦闘バリエーションを楽しむことができるようになっています
Oh my god, I love the over the top bloody ways in which you kill enemies in this.
シリーズおなじみのアクシ
It's
ョンも
so
駆使
cool
し
looking.
つつ新アクションを織り交ぜた新しい忍者ガイデンにご期待ください忍者ガイデンシリーズに色濃く残っている歯ごたえやグレードの高いアクション体験の継承さらに我々プラチナゲームズの特徴であるスピーディーなアクションやダイナミックな演出の取り入れ進化した正当続編を作り上げるべく総力を挙げて開発を進めております
容赦ない敵とのいかなる攻防にもフェアに戦える手触りをヤクモでも目指しています皆様に進化した忍者ガイデンを触っていただける日を楽しみにしています
シリーズファンはもちろんのこと忍者ガイデンを初めてプレイする方でも存
If
分に
the
楽しめる作品
intention
に
of
なって
this
お
is
ります
also
ので
to bring in newcomers, I can definitely say, based on what they're showing
長年に
here,
わたって
I am very
プラチナ
excited
ゲー
to
ムズさんと共
finally
に忍者の
jump
ように
into the
潜んで
Ninja
忍者
Gaiden
ガイデン4の
franchise
開
with
発
this
を進めて
entry.
きましたがついに発表することができて非常に嬉しく思います2025年秋に本作を皆様にお届けできるのを楽しみにしています続報にもぜひご
It's
期
a
待くだ
little
さい
ways away, but I can definitely wait, especially since what they've shown so far is definitely very impressive.
さて本日お伝
Now,
え
there's
したい
one more
発表
thing
は
that we're
それだけ
excited
で
to
はありません
announce.
こちらをご覧く
Take
だ
a
さい
look. What's that? Okay. What else do they have to... Okay, there he is again. Real engine. Oh, is this? I take it this has more to do with the older games, because... Or I could be wrong, because... Yeah, I think this has something more to do with the older games that I was referring to earlier.
My path leads through the land of the dead.
Athletes. What? I'm 40% sure this has something to do with the older titles. Yeah, it looks really good. I think this has more to do with the previous entry. Again, I could be wrong. Either that or this is part of some DLC of sort. What's it saying? Ninja Gaiden 2 Black? So it's like it's a remake. Okay.
2008年に Xbox 360で
Ninja
発
Gaiden
売し
2 first
バイオレン
released
スな
on
表現と
360
ハイ
back
スピー
then
ドな
and
バトルを
garnered
皆
acclaim
様
for
に
its
お楽
violence
しみ
and
いただ
high-speed
いた作品で
battles.
す今作忍者ガイデン2ブラックではオリジナル版の
Okay,
表
so
現
it's
に
not really a
アン
remake,
リアル
it's
エンジン
more of
5
a
を用いてグ
remaster.
ラフィックを大幅に刷新忍者ガイデン2の完全版として開発いたしました美麗なグ
They
ラフィック
remastered
でお楽し
it
みい
in
ただける
Unreal
のはも
5.
ちろん竜ハヤブサに加え
Players can enjoy
あやね
playing,
もみじレイチェルもプレイブルキャラクターとして登場しますそして本作は本日
We're
コンソー
excited
ル
that
PC
you can
そして
download.
Xbox
Okay.
ゲームパスでこの後すぐに
Oh,
発売
it's
となりま
out
す
today?
忍者ガイデンシリーズを長
Okay.
年応援いただいている皆様はもちろんのこと本日忍者ガイデンを知っていただいた皆
Since
様
it'll
も
be a while
忍
before
者
Ninja
ガイデ
Gaiden
ン4
4
の発売前に
comes out, I might
ぜひ本作をお楽し
actually
みくださ
try
い
this one out first. Because it also looks really good.
今年はチーム忍者創立30周年の節目であり、本日発表させていただいた
Damn,
忍者ガイ
Team
デン
Ninja's
スを含
been
め
around for
2025年は忍者の
30
年
years.
イヤー
They've
オブ
been
ザ
around
忍者と
since
なります。ぜひ忍者ガイデンシリーズの展開にご注目ください。本日はありがとうございました。
That's insane. I'm still really excited for Ninja Gaiden 4, but like I said, I'll definitely be trying out Ninja Gaiden 2 Black since that apparently launches today. Okay. Oh, I can already feel the presence of the anti-woke crybabies. I do love how the animation's going for somewhat more like a modern stop motion kind of look.
Montreal, Canada. At our studio, we care about world building, and we treat the setting almost like a character of its own. From the magical
that is
noir
kind of how
contrast
world
to
building
the alternate
works.
history of We Have to Few, we draw inspiration from the landscape to shape mood, drama, and intrigue. For South of Midnight, our third-person action-adventure game, the story and characters bring a folkloric Deep South to life. This gave us a chance to explore Southern Gothic themes with a dark fantasy twist.
This game does
so while
look
our protagonist
gorgeous, I
Hazel
will
is
say
at the
that.
forefront of our story, it's the macabre elements and larger-than-life creatures that will leave a mark on her journey and growth.
God, I do love the design of these creatures. They definitely seem familiar, but otherworldly. It's like the perfect blend.
Did you pack everything? Mama, this ain't my first hurricane. I know what to do. As long as you didn't forget the flashlight and batteries. Oh, shoot, we got 5 minutes. Let's go.
Won't be rushed if you didn't.
Don't mumble. Speak on it.
I said we wouldn't be rushed if you didn't waste all that time at the shelter.
Now, you want to bring this up right now.
I'm just saying.
Hazel, please.
We might need some help. I might need some help. While you're out helping everybody else.
Hazel!
Okay, so
Hazel may start her journey as a typical 19-year-old.
voice and
but
mocap actress.
disastrous events will push her into a darkly magical world where
I've heard of her
she'll learn who
name,
she
but
really
I
is,
can't say I'm super
and
familiar.
how to tap into weaving. An ancient magical power that redefines her trajectory in life.
The land itself chooses Hazel as a weaver. Someone who can see beyond the surface and tap into a deeper reality. The grand tapestry.
Okay,
Weavers can
that
see the
sounds
fabric
interesting,
spanning
actually.
a world, connecting people, nature, and echoes of the past.
I do like it when games do
Hazel
manage to
can perceive
incorporate a
both
lot
the
of out
mystical
there
strands
fantasy
and
elements
stigmas in the world.
with real
Through
world
her
dilemmas
newfound
like
power,
these.
she reweaves
Personal
these stigmas
real-world
and
dilemmas.
mends the afflicted creatures she encounters.
As Hazel discovers her power, the world gradually shifts into the surreal, revealing that creatures from old
I'm all
folktales
for that, because I do love it
exist.
when games do stuff like that.
Up here. My salvation.
Among them is good old Catfish, the storyteller who becomes both the guide and companion to Hazel across the game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hear about a new weaver such as yourself. Would you kindly do your weaving?
The way he
thing
talks
and
kind of
drop it
reminds
down?
me of Ray from The Princess
Meeting
and the Frog.
Catfish marks the true beginning of Hazel's journey. All of Hazel's arsenal and powers are designed around textile crafting and traditional spinning wheels. Her weapons include a spindle, 2 weaving hooks, and a distaff.
Yeah.
Her magic
Yeah.
abilities manifest with supernatural lace-like patterns, blending the traditional craft with mystical elements. Hazel engages with the world through a variety of movement abilities. Those abilities also help Hazel progress on her journey.
As her journey unfolds, Hazel will master new weaving abilities.
Yeah, I can
Using
also
them to
tell she
traverse the
progressively
world,
changes her
conjure
outfit
objects,
more and more as the game progresses.
and
At least
confront
I assume that's the
adversaries.
case.
Combat is about understanding and adapting to different enemy archetypes known as aints. The manifestations of
Okay,
corruption
so there's
Hazel
definitely more
encounters.
thought into the combat
These
than it
hates
just being
trap
a
Hazel in
straightforward
combat until she unravels them,
beat 'em up.
destroying them in the process.
Each aint has its own unique moveset, strengths,
So
and
you
weaknesses
have to
that
finish
you'll
off
need
the
to
enemies
learn
in
and
order
adapt
to
For
actually defeat
example,
them.
the slug
Kind of
bearers
like
on the ground
Legacy
can
of
unleash
Kain's Soul
devastating
Reaver.
strikes from afar. while the Ravager closes the distance with chilling speed. Hazel can counter these threats.
Again, I do like the design of these enemies. They're really wicked.
Jump attacks and charge attacks. But close combat is risky and can backfire because Aints have powerful defensive abilities. Mastering your magical skills become the key to gaining the upper hand in combat.
Okay, that's cool. I like that.
Are some of the spells at your disposal that give you a tactical advantage during fight. Timing is everything.
When it comes to entertainment, I'm someone who's not exactly the hardest person to please, but even by that metric, I gotta say, this game is looking more and more promising to me.
Spells interact uniquely with each enemy type, creating dynamic combat scenarios, especially when facing multiple types of opponents at the same time. Once near death, enemies can be unraveled, breaking their core and setting them free of their corruption, which has the added benefit of providing health boosts and reducing ability cooldowns. If you play your combos right, you can enhance Hazel's combat readiness and keep on chaining her ability.
So yeah, like I said, they're definitely incorporating some strategy into the combat, which I can definitely appreciate.
Which areas to prioritize.
Yeah, so there's going to be some.
Will change how you
there's an upgrade
combat,
system,
like
which
enhancing
I'm all
area
for.
Attacks, or refining push and pull skills to improve precision and make them feel more rewarding. The combat system is fast and responsive, built around chaining attacks.
And it looks like it has a decent amount of impact behind it as well.
You mind if I take a look around?
You can see every place old Molly terrorized and more. Now for the low price of $1.
Now for a low price of $1.
Multiple regions, each ruled by a mythical creature with their own Southern Gothic history.
I really shouldn't.
You'll gradually uncover the backstories of these beings.
I do love the design of these bird enemies. They look especially wicked.
As a weaver, Hazel heals
I cannot wait to
these
fight
creatures by
that giant
collecting fragments of
alligator.
haunted memories.
The thing looks really
We call these
terrifying
echoes,
and awesome
which
at the
reveal
same
each
time.
creature's past. Hazel must experience these echoes before she can mend them.
What kind of person would do that to someone?
I'm actually very interested to learn more about those echoes.
From the atmospheric environment to unique music themes.
Oh, that's.
While not all encounters lead to direct
I think they're going for like pre-baked lighting for this one, which I'm honestly okay with because the pre-baked lighting they're going for, if that is what they're going for, looks really good.
The uniqueness of each creature, with distinct mechanics that center around a specific thematic.
Oh.
These encounters feature that range up in complexity. As the encounters progress, the musical theme builds up, cranking the tension alongside the fight.
Oh, I actually really like that, incorporating the music as means of building tension in the boss fight.
Larger-than-life creatures is inspired by Southern folklore and lead to climactic battles.
We got a long journey ahead.
South of Midnight unfolds as a hero's journey, and as Hazel, you'll travel through a tapestry of Southern-inspired landscapes.
All of which look haunting and beautiful at the same time.
Farmlands to the Appalachian peaks. In our magical South, decaying buildings reclaimed by
How does a
nature
game manage to make
moments
a
away
freaking swamp
and as Hazel
look
delves
both haunting
deeper,
and
reality
gorgeous?
bends
I
evermore
don't know how.
The history, landscape, and folklore of the American Deep South fill our world, and our team has infused the game with thoughtful details and environmental storytelling, like our bottle trees and haint blue porches, which are said to ward off evil spirits. The way to
I actually didn't know that. That's actually kind of
interesting.
interesting.
Through old abandoned buildings and
Hubbard's
businesses
cupboard.
struggling to survive.
Nice play on words
As
there.
you explore, you'll meet locals who stayed behind even in the face of a hurricane.
So I'm the last person left here. All those damn haints. This part of the river's filthy with them.
Artistically, we're staying true to our moody compulsion signature style. But this time, we're using a handcrafted approach inspired by stop-motion animation.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
which allows our
thinking
team to bring a
earlier.
distinct personality and tone into every prop and character.
Yeah.
Because this folklore is open to visual interpretation,
With just some slight changes to
we
the
embrace
character
the freedom
designs,
to reimagine
especially
these
the
creatures
humans,
and their
this
stories
looks like it could
to
be
adapt
something
how they
done by
look and to
Leica
craft our own
Entertainment.
version of a fantastical Deep South.
At At Compulsion Games, we love to craft around central themes. We're lucky to have talent across all our disciplines that collaborate to give South of Midnight such a unique personality. We hope you enjoyed this deep dive into South of Midnight. We're thrilled to announce that the game will launch on April 8th, and pre-orders are now available on Xbox and Steam.
April 8th. Because I really do want to support, because I do want to support games like this, I might actually pre-order this between now and April 8th. Sandfall Interactive. I think I know what this one is. Expedition 33, I think. I could be wrong.
Bonjour everyone. We
I
are
love
Sandfall
good dogs.
Interactive, and welcome to our manor.
It is a really
We
nice
are a
looking
small
place.
studio based in Montpellier, France, working on our first game, Clair Obscur
Yep.
Expedition 33.
Thought that's what it was.
It's a turn-based RPG set in a fantasy version of late 19th century Belle Epoque France.
Here we are.
Our grand adventure in
That's
game
actually pretty
development
unique,
actually started
especially
as a
for a
solo passion
turn-based
project.
RPG like
I wanted
this.
to create something like the JRPGs with turn-based combat I grew up with and loved, but that fully leveraged the latest tech, refreshed the genre with new features, and took place in a compelling world. I knew I needed help to realize my dream. First, I turned to a programmer I knew would get it.
Guillaume and I started trading ideas right away, and that quickly turned into trading files back and forth. Soon, I was creating the first prototypes of the reactive turn-based system, combining real-time offense and defense element, and a cinematic battle camera system.
Yeah, they're basically doing what games like Super Mario RPG or The Legend of Dragoon implemented with their combat. Prompts that, if you hit at just the right time, can do even greater damage to the enemy.
Guillaume and I are both
I always
passionate
love
gamers,
that in
and when he described
turn-based
the project,
JRPGs.
I quit my job the following week and joined the team without hesitation. Because I believe that in video games, success always starts with a strong creative vision.
Right.
And we had that, defined by 3 core elements. A story with great emotional depth, gameplay that innovates on the classics we love,
See, it's games like this that
and a world
showcase
that is
that
completely original,
you can
beautiful,
have games
and
with
immersive.
a good amount of
We
high
found it
fidelity,
Sandfall
but you can
Interactive
still
on these
have a
steps.
heavy
A
emphasis
group of
on
friends
the
with a
art
shared
direction.
vision and the drive
Something
to make
that
something
Expedition
great.
33 is clearly going for, and I honestly really like it.
This too is your legacy. Core to every great RPG is a compelling story. And Guillaume and I spent 4 years intensively developing and refining ours. And that
Yeah.
started with the hook.
Yeah.
67
Oh, that
years
shot
ago,
looks
a
so.
massive
That
slumbering
shot looks
paintress
so
and a monolith
cool.
appeared with no warning.
30.
Once a year, the paintress wakes and paints a number on her monolith, and everyone who has passed that age is erased. Every year, that number ticks down, and everyone dies younger and younger. Expeditions depart to kill the paintress, determined to fight until their final breath.
Oh my
but none
god,
has
so
ever returned.
that's what the
Our story
expedition's
follows
about?
Expedition 33.
Oh my god, that's actually pretty friggin' depressing.
Expeditioners, we honor your dedication.
Guillaume and I knew early on that we didn't want to focus on good versus evil. What's interesting to us are people who, yes, are flawed, but who care deeply about each other. And conflicts arise because they have different perspectives on what needs to be done.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like
We wanted our
JRPGs
story
don't
to feel
have
dark and mature, with
don't
adult
have great
who
characters
feel like
who
real
are
people
flawed
with
but
real
want to do what's
experiences.
best for each other.
Always missing something that everyone else just gets. The heart of the story is about overcoming an existential threat while struggling with loss and grief. And it's rooted in the characters' relationships, both to each other
Oh
and
god,
to
this is
themselves.
this is like Persona
What are we
3.
gonna do,
Tell me. It's a
What are we gonna
story
do?
about
In a world like
coming
this,
to terms with
how
your
does one stay
mortality.
hopeful or make peace with their fate? What duty do we owe to each other or to ourselves? These
All of
questions
this
are
and
deeply
more.
personal to me, and they
Yeah,
permeate the story
I'm very
behind the
excited
story.
to play this game.
Know that Lumiere fights with you. Tomorrow comes.
Do you
Expedition
though?
33.
Do you though? Because
The
you don't
characters all
give
have
that
their own
impression.
motivations and perspectives. Gustav and Lune are deeply invested in the expedition, even if they fight all the time. To them, the mission is tied not only to their family, it's central to their identity and purpose.
Protocol doesn't cover every contingency. You know that.
Contrast that with Ciel, whose darkest days have already happened.
What are the stars whispering to you? Actually, I'm the one whispering to them.
Right.
It's something my dad and I used to do.
And Maëlle, who cares more about really living her life, not just living longer.
Gustav, are you real?
It's not all dark, though. Along the way, they meet various colorful NPCs and recruit Monoko, who is a friendly but kinda bloodthirsty philosopher and a fully playable character. He has a really cool battle mechanic where he can turn into the enemies he defeats.
What are you
Turn to enemies he defeats, huh?
Foot! Aha!
He's very, very cool and has seen many expeditions come and
I have
go.
a feeling I'm gonna like
He
this
is a
character a
Jetfall,
lot.
which are a group of playful beings.
Not even
who
just
do
from a
battle as
gameplay
form of
perspective,
meditation.
but that
Their
introduction of
friends
his,
are
at least I think that was
Lune,
supposed to be
Monoko,
his
and
introduction.
many other Jestrals across the game.
Yeah, I'm really excited to meet that character.
And of course, there is Esquier, who is one of the oldest and lore-wise the most powerful creatures in the verse.
Esquier is that powerful?
He will be your mount and help you travel to secret corners of the world. And if you bring him back his special stones, you can unlock abilities for him to access new areas of the world and find exciting secrets.
I'm strong, but I'm not that strong.
Everyone has their own reason for joining the expedition, and each of them has their own story arc and resolution that we think players will really connect with.
I have a feeling I'm definitely gonna enjoy a lot of these.
In addition to a strong narrative, we had a clear vision for our own take on the genre's core gameplay. Our reactive turn-based system takes the traditional turn-based battle mechanic we love and adds real-time reaction, which gives combat greater intensity and dynamism. During enemy turns, you can negate all damage by dodging or parrying at the right time. The
So yeah,
balancing
very much
turn-based
so,
with
like
real-time mechanics
like
took a
with
long time to get
Super
right.
Mario
During
RPG, for
initial
example.
playtest, turn-based players often found the real-time elements
Just-
too hard.
just,
Some of us
more
are
easily
still
telegraphed.
traumatized by enemies from back then. We've done a lot of rebalancing since, and with a lot of iteration, we ultimately came up with a formula that we're proud of. Players who are good at real-time can take more risks, and others can counterbalance with items and strategies. A big part of that formula lies in the many ways you can customize your character.
So skill tree and
we spend
and
a lot of
stat
time designing
boosts.
each character's unique mechanics and their custom skill trees. Our philosophy is making every type of playstyle viable so that everyone can have fun with how they play the game. Each character has a unique mechanic.
I don't know. To
Many
me, that's
switches
a
between
kind of
stances which
level
can
up system that
ultimately
can
boost
also be a
defense
bit of
or
a
power.
double-edged
I personally
sword.
like to make
Like
the
being able
protector
to
of the
build
group, but
characters
I'm
how you
pretty much the only
want.
one at the studio who plays it
I
that
think
way.
could also
Most
run the
people play
risk
her
of
as a glass cannon
sucking out
with
a bit of their
Gustav's
own
complementary skills.
identity,
The
at least in
characters
terms
can
of
also
combat.
equip hundreds of passive effects, which in our game are called Lumina. Every character has more than 20 unique skills in their skill tree and hundreds of passive effects they can gain through Lumina and weapons. So there are tons
It
of
kind of
tools and
makes
playstyle
me
to
think
explore.
of
Needless
Final
to
Fantasy
say,
12.
we can't wait to see how you choose
in
to
that
play
regard.
and what kinds of build you'll design that we probably never even imagined.
Oh god, this game looks so good. I know I've said that at least a couple times before, but I stand by it. It
Our
looks
story
so
is
good.
set in the French fantasy world, and I was really excited to design something unique. Every level has its own color
Like South
and
by
texture
Midnight, I
identity.
love both the
For
design
example,
of the
Gestural
environments
Village is an
and the
early
design
area
of the
in the
different
game where players
creatures,
can enjoy a
especially.
fun
They
break.
all look
We
very
wanted something that
imaginative.
feels chaotic, grungy, and toy-like. It's
Did I say
basically a
South by
bazaar.
Midnight? I said
Everything's
I meant South by
disorganized,
Midnight. My
chaos
bad.
everywhere, huts are unsafe, built without much thought. It's a place where anyone could fight you at any point, which is pretty much what the Gestrals are like.
When the sun rises,
The
the
Gestral
plants
village is hidden inside the ancient sanctuary. The ideas here were forest, labyrinth, and sentinels. I designed it as a vibrant place, like an old graveyard of Gestrals, or forgotten wooden toys in a box. with two main colors, red and white. I wanted to make it feel cozy, hidden from danger, with traps and labyrinths in case enemies get in.
I do like
Same
that.
process with the
I do like
characters.
how
Minoko came
they're
in a single concept.
going the extra mile of
I thought
adding
of
a lot of
monkey-like
depth
body,
and personality to
white fur
some
with
of
a
these
black
areas.
and red flat mask.
Ladies, could I?
Ow!
Definitely a Destro.
For Escape, we needed a cuddly companion to take us around the world. I thought instantly of a giant inflatable balloon and old Victorian pillows with many intricate motifs. We start with the core themes and ideas, and the visuals grow organically from there.
Let's just hope that
From the very start of the
adding a
project,
cute
there was one
companion
thing that we
thing
absolutely wanted
doesn't
to bring
end up
back from older
working
JRPGs.
against the
a feature we
overall
really
tone.
loved, but is very rare these days.
Kind of the
a
risk of
completely
doing
3D
something like that.
and navigable world map. Yes, we've got a world map. And it was a real challenge to create, both artistically and technically. And it ended up a lot bigger than we expected. You'll definitely
Yeah, I
need
can
SK's
definitely
help
tell.
traveling
Like,
around.
having
We're
this
super happy with the
entire
result, though, as there's a lot
world
of
map
side
with
quests and
with
entire
also an
hidden
impressive level of
If you want to
detail
fight
on
the
it.
toughest boss
Yeah,
in
I
the
can
game,
imagine that
you
was a
will have
real
to explore.
challenge
Good
to
luck.
get it not only looking good but also running well.
We've poured our hearts and souls into this game for the past 4 years. That's why we're delighted to announce that Expedition 33 launches on April 24th on Xbox Series X and S and is available
So we
day
got
one
2
with
games
Xbox Game Pass.
coming out on April.
You can already
South of
wish the
Midnight
game
and
follow us
Expedition
for more
33.
info.
We
That
are super
is
excited
absolutely
to invite you
insane
into the
that
world
we're
of
getting
Expedition
2 of
33.
those
We are a
back to
small,
back on
passionate
the same
team.
month.
It's our debut game, and we can't wait for you to discover our story, our world, and our take on the turn-based genre. On behalf of everyone at Sunfall, thank you for joining us. Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow comes.
Demain viendra.
Demain viendra.
Tomorrow
comes.
Tomorrow comes. April 24th. Okay, now we're on to the end of the show with Doom: The Dark Ages. Oh my god, I cannot wait to see more of this game. Ooh, yeah! Gotta love that hardcore music!
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters.
Yep.
A lot has changed since then.
Yep,
but
they're
our
no
team
longer
is
at
as passionate
id
as
Software.
ever.
Not
And the
even
most
John
important
Carmack.
values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an
Which I am
honor
very
to work on
excited
this
for.
game, to carry on its tradition.
I love
of
2016.
creating
I
all-out,
really love
groundbreaking levels of
Doom
fun.
Eternal.
So now,
I'm really
we're
hoping this will
excited to
be
share with you
nearly
a
on
look
the same
at our
level
most
as that one.
ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The
Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed the words.
Ooh. Okay. Okay. Oh. 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 Yeah. Yep. This is Doom, all right.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer. This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise,
And it looks like it'll be a
then
very
Doom: The Dark Ages will
interesting
be the perfect
reimagining.
entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat.
Right.
In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power.
To be
over the
fair,
acrobatics of
probably
Doom
not
Eternal.
the best analogy then, because tanks are not typically associated with being fast compared to most different kind of vehicles.
To aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom the Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master.
Right.
Let me introduce you to the Shield Saw.
Ooh.
Throw.
Oh my god, that looked... Oh, they're even gonna add in parry. Okay, that's pretty cool.
It's contextual.
Oh my god, that looks so good. Oh!
You know, we want every Doom game to stand on.
Oh, that looks so cool.
Experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom the Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
As long as it still feels fast and exciting, I don't really mind.
Will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created it in.
Oh god, I don't even know what else to say already. Like this is looking like the perfect continuation of the previous games in terms of its gameplay. Oh god.
Or even a Doom spiked mace. That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system. All on one input.
Which, considering the fact that this takes place during the medieval times, it kind of makes sense to have those. But still.
Unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit. And it feels amazing. You'll feel unstoppable, smashing your way through the horde with total freedom.
I mean, hey, that's always been my favorite part of the previous 2 Doom games is finishing off enemies with your bare fists. I love that weapon, one that crushes skulls and shoots them back out as bullets.
Doom has and always will be all about the guns. And
oh
one
yeah!
of the most ridiculously powerful weapons that we've ever created.
Oh my god, this game is going to be insane.
Ancient. Brutal torture machines built to
I want that gun so badly. I really hope I don't have to. I hope I don't have to wait too long to get my hands on that skull-crushing gun.
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and see how
so we're gonna see some full-on gameplay footage.
With the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for
hopefully
Doom the Dark
without
Ages.
the commentary. I know I say ironically. Okay. I'm liking what they're putting down. I also like the way that they're utilizing the I do like both the style and the way that the HUD is placed in this game. It's simple, straightforward, but looks nice. I even love how they're utilizing the shield as a means to help you with platforming and all that stuff. That's really cool. Oh my god, I know I said I want that skull-crushing gun, but honestly, I feel like I'm equally gonna get a lot of fun out of the shield as well.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down, or speed them up. It's a Doom for all.
Okay. I actually think that's kind of cool. I loved it when Insomniac did that with Spider-Man 2, and I like it, and I like them doing it here.
To get in and pilot your very
own
yeah! Story
yeah!
Which is a mech. It's the size of a building. It's powerful. And you can beat giant.
Oh my god, we're getting all Pacific Rim up in Doom game. I freaking love that.
Your very own fire-breathing, cybernetic dragon. Neither of these are one-and-done features.
Oh my god.
They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The power fantasy is unlike
oh my god, this looks like it could very well be the best Doom game ever.
Tons of fun.
And considering this is coming out after something as already amazing as Doom Eternal, that really says something.
Expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom: The Dark Ages.
Oh yeah, I was actually talking a little bit about that.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond.
Yeah.
And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities.
Of course, it probably goes without saying, but I feel like id Tech has truly come a long way over the years, because holy crap, this game looks like all the other games. This game looks amazing.
Your way through environments full of secrets and treasures.
A good amount of fidelity, but at the end of the day, as is more important for me and a lot of people,
now let's take a closer look
fantastic
at
art direction.
One of the many missions you'll experience in Doom: The Dark Ages.
Okay.
In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose.
A pretty simple way of starting the game. You defending a city from a
what is the
wave
largest
of enemies.
space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines.
Yeah, they'll also be using the shield as a means of accessing areas.
You control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight.
Could you swim at all in Doom Eternal? It has admittedly been a while since I played that. If not, that's pretty cool that we'll actually be able to swim underwater.
Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
Oh my god. Oh god, no. Whoa. Yeah, all those demons we saw in the background of Doom Eternal. It's so cool that we'll actually be able to confront those directly.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline.
Oh, I know.
You'll feel like you're expanding the legend
I know.
of the Slayer
That's always been one of the best parts of the last two games in
Speaking
particular.
of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line.
Big, but I'm hoping that they keep it simplistic and still more of something that's second to the combat,
start of our story,
as a Doom game should be.
Between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains.
Not that I'm necessarily against that, mind you, but again, I want to make sure that they make sure that they keep things as focused as possible on the adrenaline-fueled gameplay, like I said, as a Doom game should. That was one of the few unfortunate mistakes of Doom 3.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
I can definitely agree with that.
Is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases...
So, 2 games in April, 1 game in May, and another game with no exact release date, but it's coming out in fall. This year looks like it's going to be freaking crazy. Okay, so now we're mainly just gonna wrap things up.
I cannot move.
So...
You will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell.
Okay, so this is all just a recap. I'm gonna go ahead and talk a little bit as it's playing. So yeah, all in all, what they showed here was honestly really nice. Again, I know with at least a couple of these games, there's gonna be those anti-woke crybabies. which sadly in this day and age you can't really, excuse me, you can't really avoid anymore. But at the same time, all that they showed off here, including Ninja Gaiden 4 being the new reveal there, all in all, this was actually quite interesting, and it's nice that I'm going to be able to get my hands on these games within a matter of only a few months, most of them anyway. So yeah, this was nice. I liked this a lot. Thank you for watching, and I enjoyed watching.